live from the westernunion.com VIP lounge.
That was dang cool, wasn't it, people? It gets cooler because now we get to just kind of kick back and intimately get to know Howard Jones. No one else has been able to do that in a long time, and we get to do that. So let's welcome back Howard Jones. Welcome back, Howard.
Thank you very much.
Seat, my sir.
Do I have to hold this one?
It would be easier if you held it. I'll hold mine and you hold yours, okay?
And sit in this seat?
Yeah, it's a nice, comfortable seat. Howard Jones, everybody.
Thank you very much.
First of all, thank you for that awesome set. That was awesome.
Okay, thank you.
I was telling, everybody that I could talk to right after your performance, one of the hardest things about watching that particular performance from like 3 feet away was to resist the urge to sing along. I'm still choked up because it's like, man, we got to sing that.
Yeah.
Your songs have been a part of our lives for you know how long. You were there. And it's one of those things you just don't get them out of your mind, Maybe we should just get that out the way because I need to can we do some whoa, whoa, whoas real quick? Can you just lead us? Can you lead us into that?
Well, I think you've had enough of that, haven't you?
I'm vetoing that on one. Whoa, 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 whoa. You see what you did to us, Howard?
Yeah, I know.
Y'all got that on camera, right?
I think you were holding back, though.
Yeah, it could have been louder. They're just being polite. They're just being polite because you're here. So how's things been going for you?
Yeah, very good, thank you, very good. Yeah, I'm very happy with my life at the moment.
You look very happy. You've been doing it for a long time, and you still look awesome. You sound as great today as you did back when you first started, right?
Well, actually, thank you for saying that. But I've been working on it. I have singing lessons now, and I work with a vocal coach who is an opera singer, and to be able to sing in the same key as you originally did and all that stuff, and to get the voice in good shape.
Someone's telling Howard Jones how to sing his song.
Well, it's not. No, actually, the process is obviously you want to sound like you, so
I want to sound like you.
Everyone's got an original sound, and so what my teacher is doing is like explaining to me the mechanics of the voice and how to use it and not damage it, and to go up, do the falsetto, and then do the low stuff and all that, and it's sort of like the mechanics of the voice rather than saying you've got to sound like this.
Well, you sound awesome, obviously. The lessons are working.
I think I sound like me. So when I started, I'd never thought of myself as a singer. I was a writer, and there was no one around to sing my song, so I had to do it myself. So it's been a process for me of learning how to sing.
At the beginning of that process, try not to develop his accent. At the beginning of that process, did you think you'd still be doing it this long?
No. I mean, I had no idea at all. Because when you start off, you think to yourself, isn't it great just to be doing it? I did dream of doing this, but even if it stops today, that's fine. Because it's so hard to become a successful artist, as everyone knows, and there is an element of luck in it as well. Hard work and talent, but there is being in the right place at the right time as well is a factor. I've met so many amazing artists who never, actually came to the attention of the public, who are just astonishing, and that will always be the case. And then some people, we get fortunate enough to go further than that, and then it's up to us then to really take responsibility for that and make it, worth it, for people listening.
And you've been one of the most fortunate of your generation.
Mm-hmm.
One of the many, many, many memories that pops up was you're just a young guy. You just kind of came out, and next thing you know, you're going to be on TV in like this little synth keyboard, battle with people like Thomas Dolby, people like Herbie Hancock, and also Stevie Wonder live on TV. That must have been. How was that for you? Because that was at the beginning.
It was absolutely amazing experience. That was. It's like 30 years ago that happened. It was at the Grammys.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. I was 3.
And it's great. And
a half.
So yeah, I mean, it was a very important moment, I think, for keyboard players and keyboard, because it was like the music industry was recognizing that synthesizers and the new electronic instruments like drum machines and stuff had great validity. And when you combined all those artists, well, Stevie, you know, being there as well, and us new guys, me and Tom Dolby, and so you know, Herbie Hancock, you know, legend, and so it was fantastic. It did change things. That performance actually changed the way people viewed all our new instruments. You know, it's great.
And you know, before you were doing the synthesizers thing, of course, you were, you know, classically trained pianist, right?
Yeah.
What got you from doing classical music to doing pop music?
Well, I was always doing pop music right from the beginning. Right from the beginning.
Like, what were some of your
at 7.
influences when you first started?
Yeah. Well, it was Stevie Wonder, a guy called Keith Emerson, who combined classical music and rock, you know, and stuck knives in the keyboard.
Oh, man.
That's the best thing.
It's like thrash keyboard.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was like he was the first guy to make keyboard playing really exciting, and you know, I mean, he would roll around on stage with a Hammond organ on top of him and stuff like that. It was just amazing. So right, that's what I would.
You were at that show?
I was, yeah. I mean, the first ELP show, I was there. They did it at the Isle of Wight Festival, and I was like a kid, and I got in and saw this. I saw the Doors. I saw Hendrix.
Wow.
And it was like, you know, things were never the same after that. You know, that's what I'd like to do. That'd be good.
That would definitely change you. So you start doing it. What was it like when you had your first hit?
That was, well, it was New Song was the first hit, and it took 3 months to get from 109 in the chart to number 3. So it didn't get off to a very good start, you know, but it took 12 weeks to get all the way to number 3.
But it finally got there.
Finally got there.
And what was that feeling like for you?
It was amazing.
Because we were all, you know, we saw the video and wow, that's a great song, but you don't know, we don't know if he's going to come back with more.
Yeah, but it was incredible. I think that it was a big turning point. I went from literally being completely unknown by everyone, except my close friends, I couldn't walk down the street without everyone knowing. And it's literally in that 3-month period that happened. So it was really, it does affect your head. It does. I mean, you never, you know, how do you deal with that?
Yeah, how did you deal with that? I mean, because then, I mean, you're like this big old rock star all of a sudden. And then, was that around the time that you got married?
And no, I'd been married already for about 7 years by that time.
Wow, so you got to deal with being married and a rock star, and it's the 80s, and there's like a lot of, you know, I don't know if you know, there's like a lot of partying that went down.
Yeah, there was, Well,
I mean...
Well, I was not really part of that scene. I mean, I used to, you know, drink beer and stuff like that.
Beer's
probably
cool.
Too much. But you know, never did any of the other stuff, so I was very fortunate.
So that explains why you look so great right now.
Well, it could be, and thanks for saying that. But maybe that has a part to play, you know.
I think it has a big part to play. Yeah. That's awesome. That's really cool. So after you have that first big hit, you know, no one knows if you're going to have another one. As a songwriter, how do I do that again? But actually, you keep doing it again and again and again. Are you surprised by it every single time it happens?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And I was. I mean, my big thing was I really wanted to be on the radio, because I grew up listening to transistor, going to sleep with the transistor radio earpiece in my head. So radio was my aim, because if you get on the radio, then everyone can hear your music, whether you don't, and you don't have to pay for it either. It's really great. I always loved radio, and I really mean that. And when I was at college, I used to play live on the radio during the night between 2 and 6 in the morning, and like do covers of Stevie Wonder tracks and stuff, and play live. So radio was like a magic place for me.
So was there a point in time in your life when you thought about being a radio DJ? I mean,
no, I just wanted my songs to be on there.
He was like, heck no, why would I want to do that? I want to be a millionaire, not a radio DJ. Why would I want to do that? I was hoping there was going to be some kind of connection, but I guess some people in here know where I'm going.
No, I just want the music on there.
That ain't going to work.
Yeah, great. That's funny.
You're working on some new stuff right now. I
Yeah.
love the Engage thing. Tell us
All right,
about
all
that.
right. Okay, well, I wanted to challenge myself to do something I'd never done before. So it's a multimedia event sort of thing. You know, it's designed around a live show because I just think the future of music is going to be live, isn't it? I mean, because you know nobody can sell records anymore and stuff.
I love when someone who's a legend like Howard Jones, who's been doing it for 30 plus years, talks about not just the past, but talks about the future of music.
Yeah.
There's future of music after Howard Jones?
Of course. I mean, we really hope for that forever because music is such an important part of people, you know, of everyone's life, and it's a unique, wonderful thing, and we got to. But I think really it's all coming back to the live experience.
Right.
So Engage was conceived as something when you walked into the venue, you know, you were involved in the show, and you weren't just a bystander, you were participating in it. So I got all my favourite types of music all crammed in together. Now, pop, electronic, you know, classical, film.
So how does that work? I mean, are people, when you say as soon as we walk into the room, part of the Engage experience?
Yeah. Okay, well, when you walk into the foyer, there's ways to customize your clothing, you know, put like fluorescent strips and then fluorescent makeup on, and we have...
We can do that in San Francisco.
Yeah, I know, you do that brilliantly.
Better than anyone.
And also to bring things, you know, very contemporary as well, to have an app designed for people's phones.
Awesome. Okay, so there's an app. We can download this app. There's an app for Howard Jones. Okay.
Yeah, it's called the Engage. It's free, and so when you come to the Engage shows that I do, and you have it open, then we can ping stuff to the phone that links up to what you're seeing visually. So it's really, really good. I think we're the first people to do that.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, definitely give it up.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lot of hard work to get developed, though. I mean, like that starts in someone's mind. That's just an idea. Was that just an idea of yours one day? Hey, you know, I think of the future of music ought to do this.
Yeah, I did. I thought, how am I ever going to afford to have an app made? Because and then one of my long-time fans, I met up with him. And I said, look, I really want to do. He said, I'm an app developer. I will make you an app.
It is that easy? I can just, if I want an app made, I just walk up to somebody. If I'm Howard Jones, I can do that.
No, it's really amazing, and he took on all that work, you know, and did it, and it's great. We're going to develop it more as well.
That's awesome. We're definitely looking forward to that. It's wonderful how all the music that you've made, you know, over the years, still resonates with us so well, like it never left. It sounds just like having you, you know, sitting here performing it for us. When you listen to other kinds of music that is happening today, what do you really think of it?
I think there's amazing stuff going on.
So much of it sounds so influenced by the stuff that you were doing back then.
I think there's an influence, but I mean in pop music, really, I think there's always been that, you know, building on what people have done before and being influenced by what people have done before. You know, with me, it was music of the '60s and the '70s, and classical music. You know, it was my influences, and you draw on that, and then you try and create from those influences something that sounds a little bit, a new twist on it, something a little bit different, and that's what pop people do, isn't it? You know, so
it really is, especially when you started out doing it so very much on the cutting edge of what was happening at that time. You know, and it's wonderful to see how people still celebrate that. You know, today in so many different types of music, not just the electronic synth music, but I mean all.
Yeah. I mean, it's interesting because you know when we started out. And I was doing the one-man electronic show. You know, people really didn't understand what you were doing, and they thought it was like fake music. And you just come along to the gig, you press a button, and it all does it itself. And really, people actually did think that, you know. And actually, it was very complicated to do it. I mean, hard to pull off, and you had to wrestle with this technology that wasn't really working very well, and all that stuff. But you know, because I guess people at that time we pioneered that. Now everyone has that stuff in their laptop, basically. You know, GarageBand is so powerful, way more powerful than we had in those early days. So, you know, now people understand it better, and you know, they have an understanding how the music is made, if it's electronic or not.
It's wonderful. We know that for sure, especially the stuff that you're doing. Howard Jones. Oh my gosh! I just. Oh, you were gonna say?
No, I wasn't. I was going to say thank you very much for. A great
Are you kidding me?
interview. Yeah.
Get the sweat off my hands and say. Thank you,
Right, no, cool.
Howard Jones.
Thanks very much. Cheers. Cheers. Thanks very much. Thank you.
He wasn't looking for a pretty face. She wasn't searching for the latest style. He didn't want someone who walked straight off the tee.